Okay, hello. It's 3 o'clock. Welcome to my bedroom here at Mona. Yes, this is my bedroom, for those of you who weren't sure what the bed behind me is about. I'd just like to start by acknowledging and paying my deep respect to the traditional owners of the land that we're meeting on today, the owners and custodians. I'd also like to express my thanks, as ever, to the team here at Mona for having me. It's kind of unbelievable. What a thing to be living here. It's just crazy. I had this crazy idea and they said yes. So just to give you a little bit of background, I've been here before on musical creative residencies in this space, coming in the beginning of the day and making work, composing in public effectively. People can watch and listen to that process, which takes a little bit of adjustment. You know, it's kind of it's conditioned into me to want to perform all the time and give a product. And so it really takes an adjustment to kind of learn to switch that off. So the first time I came, that seemed to be the challenge for me, to not just give, take opportunity for connection, just to kind of learn to ignore that. But then, they invited me back again. So we decided to do 6 weeks. I've got a family up in Launceston, so a long residency is a little hard for me to achieve at the moment in terms of my life. But 6 weeks felt pretty good. And then just a couple of months ago, I just had this idea about sleeping here. And so I sent David an email and he said, yeah, let's do it. And the reason why I wanted to sleep here, that's sort of the most common question, like why would you want to do that? The main reason is that I have a sleep disorder, so I sleepwalk and sleep talk very regularly, and it's really disruptive. My dreams are pretty bad generally, and it really impacts on my waking life. I have a lot of confusion about what's really happened, and it's just unpleasant, really unpleasant when it happens. So I thought it would be cool to immerse in that, understand it better, maybe with the goal, by really diving into it, to be able to affect some change. Or maybe somehow develop some strategies to make it less bad for me. Or best case scenario, not only do that, but also make some creative work inspired by it. So I came in, I had the idea of writing on the wall, and initially that was meant to be a place to write up my dreams. But for the first weekend that I was here, so I'm here for 6 weeks, 4 nights a week, 4 days a week. So for the first 4 nights, I was really just in a state of terror. It was really scary and really challenging. I didn't dream at all. I didn't sleep very well. It was a whole thing. There were a lot of feelings. So it ended up just being a place where I could write my thoughts and feelings and revelations, which were all really just about facing fear. And in the end, I think it's actually really useful to be facing some fears that really I hadn't admitted to myself before I couldn't deny them any longer, but maybe to feel them in my waking life, maybe that will have an effect on my sleep life. I don't know. But eventually I asked them to turn some more lights on because it was so dark in here. And you can imagine being here alone at night. Everybody's gone. All the artworks are off. Most of the lights are off, apart from the House of Hair just around the corner, which stays on in the dark. Just imagine walking past that to go to the toilet. It is accompanied by a sense of deep dread, I can tell you. It's crazy, isn't it? I know it's only in my head, but it's real nevertheless. So, yeah, I asked for them to turn some lights on, and that's felt a lot better the last couple of weeks. Still last weekend, although feeling more secure and more settled, still just a journey. Felt a lot more comfortable this weekend. But it's just, I don't know, I kind of flick from one mind space to the next, from feeling just full of wonder and enthusiasm to just feeling, foggy-headed because I've just been down in this basement for a long time and I haven't been going outside very much, and I'm alone. I'm not used to being alone. I'm not conditioned for it. So just lots of, weird things that I'm going through. Anyway, I've been doing some composing and starting to get into the groove. I think about the beginning of the day and I think, what am I going to make today? I don't have any ideas left. I've done all the things. Everything sounds the same on the harp. What am I going to do? But inevitably something happens and I make stuff. and it's just been such a great experience. I can't wait for more, and I know I'll get to the end and I won't want it to be over. I can tell that already. So even though it's hard, it's also very good. So that gives you a little bit of background. I don't know if anybody has any questions at this point about any of that to understand the context that we're in. Very much welcome. Yeah, there's a question there. Yep. Well, yeah, that's a good question. So it's about how the question, just because this is live streaming as well, the whole thing is being live streamed, which is really uncomfortable and weird, especially at night. But yeah, the question is around like exploring that nighttime activity and how might that influence me. I really just want to immerse myself in the nighttime stuff because I feel like I've spent most of my life wanting it to go away. And the more I want it to go away, the more it happens. Yeah, so it's definitely like a fear-based thing. And interestingly, now I'm here and I'm focused on really getting into it. Nothing's happening. So I've had no sleepwalks, no sleep talks. Although at home in the intervening days, so I leave on a Monday night, I go back to Launceston. I have 3 nights in my home. And while I've been home, stuff has happened. So it's almost like when I go back to my place of comfort, my brain can kind of deal with the stuff that's going on. So I did capture some sleep talking on Wednesday night. A lot of my talk is unintelligible. A lot of it is whispered or yelling and screaming is the other thing that happens a lot, like pretty, major kind of panic to the point where it's really hard for me to hear it. I find it really stressful. When I've captured a recording of that, just because it's so real in the moment, in the dream. But yeah, what I said on Wednesday night, it was like I was giving an interview like this. I spoke very clearly and I said, I feel safe, I feel free, it's different. I said that in my sleep. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. The other thing that happened is that I write lots of my ideas in my Google Tasks list. So if I have like a song idea or a thought or a lyric idea, I'll just pop it in my Google Tasks list. And on Thursday, I found an entry that I have no recollection of writing. So I'm pretty sure I've done it in my sleep whilst at home. And it says, are you ready? It says, a murder in the people. That was the entry in my Google Task list. So I do feel like there's a song that needs to be written about that, but I've got to mull over what that actually means first. I've got no idea. I'm really actually just fascinated by it. It's so strange. It's this whole other life. Anyway, I suppose I should play some stuff now. So I have made some things today. I start each day in the museum by spending a solid 20 minutes in the Yonsei obsidian installation, which is a sound installation in the museum here at the moment. If you get a chance, go check it out. I find it really incredible. But I sit in there before the museum opens and there's nobody else there, which is the best way to experience it. Sorry, you don't get to do that. Bad luck. But yeah, it's really great. And so I just sort of have this very calm experience to start the day and then come and just see what happens. And so this is what happened when I got back this morning. I just started making a thing. And what I wanted to do today was do something that didn't involve any harp because it's easy to kind of feel chained to the instrument. So I thought, no, what can I do that doesn't touch it at all? So here we go. I'll do it. I'm calling it wonder, because I think what I chase in life is that sense of wonder about things. Like when things are just overwhelmingly moving or beautiful or amazing or interesting. That's the thing I'm looking for in life. And I really felt it this morning in the Yonsei, even though I've done it quite a lot of times. It just really hit me today. So that's what this is. Although it sounds, what I'm about to play for you, it sounds quite melancholy, but it's actually, for me, just not about being sad. It's just about feeling wonder. So there you go. Hopefully I can reproduce it. When I make these things, I've got to try and remember how they go, and I save my ideas in my loop station. That's how I work it. was my thing, which I called Wonder. The next thing that I made today, I resorted back to the harp eventually. I can never help myself. And I called this little thing alternate reality, because I feel like I'm in an alternate reality. It's just a weird other life. I can't explain it. Yeah, it's kind of a lot to think about. Anyway, if you want to talk to me afterwards about it at all, please do come and have a chat. Any other questions or anything at this point? No? No? Cool. Okay. funny delivering things that you've made today in a concert. You know, it's funny, there's this whole sort of concert understanding that you're going to deliver something that's been like prepared and practiced, but this isn't that. So, yeah, I never quite know what's going to happen. All right, I spend a lot of time in my performance life playing covers. I play a lot of covers, and it's a thing that kind of led me onto this path away from traditional harp through to writing my own stuff for harp. I just started playing and arranging songs that I really liked for harp and found that they translated quite well, and sort of worked hard on bringing my voice in and singing. That was something I did a lot later. And yeah, I just really enjoy it. But while I'm here in this residency, I'm consciously not doing much of it at all. I'm putting most of my energy into original stuff. But I decided it would be fun to investigate songs about sleep and dreams, particularly nightmares. I just thought, why not? Because it's just a relaxing thing for me to do, to arrange and play a song and not having to sort of think about the compositional side of things. And so I was, reading up on that and doing some investigation, and I came upon this song and I thought, oh yeah, this is one I want to do. So I've had a go at it today. It's a work in progress, but it's a pretty cool song. It's from the 80s by Metallica.
Say your prayers, little one, don't forget my son, to include everyone. Tuck you in, warmth within, keep you free from sin, till the Sandman he comes. Something's wrong, shut the light, heavy thoughts tonight, and they aren't of Snow White. Dream of war, dream of liars, dream of dragons' fire, and of things that will bite. Sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight. Exit light, and tonight take I pray the Lord my soul to keep. And if I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. And never mind the noise you heard. It's just the beast under your bed. In your closet, in your head.
I really enjoyed that today. Enter Sandman. It's a super creepy song. Gosh, a bit sinister, isn't it? Yeah, but that's nightmares for you. They're pretty awful when they happen. I'm sure everybody can identify that with that in some way or another. Okay, I'm going to play a song for you now that I wrote at the beginning of week 2. So I'm currently halfway through week 3 of 6 of being here, living in the museum. And something that I felt so strongly was just how good it was to go home, especially after 4 nights and days of being here, just feelings of fear that I've really never felt before. Aren't I lucky that I haven't had to feel really real fear? Well, I say it's real fear. It wasn't actually under any physical threat. So, got to keep it in perspective. I choose to be here. I know I'm actually safe, but my mind is definitely not in a good place. And then leaving the museum and going home just felt like a physical thing of just feeling so good. You know, how lucky I am to go to a home that's warm and filled with good things. And the other thing that I felt, that same feeling of gratefulness, was that light at the end of this gallery out in the void, because that first weekend, that's really all I had, that light out there. There was really nothing in between, apart from the maison de cheveux, the house made of human hair around the corner, with its single light in it, that I had to walk past to go to the loo. And it's like just getting to the end and reaching safety. And I felt that sense of like powerful physical, visceral relief in the mornings, when, especially the first morning, when all the lights came on, bling, at 6 o'clock. You know, they're all on a program thing and they just turn on, and it was just like being hit with relief. Anyway, this song is all about that. It's all very wholesome and soppy, but I think there's room for that in our lives. It doesn't have to be like edgy, moody stuff all the time. Yeah. So yeah, this is my song, Wrap Me in Your Warmth. I've spent some time today trying to organise my stuff, because I've got notes and lyrics and bits in like 4 different books and I don't know where anything is. So I treated myself to a new book today. Some nice pens, and I'm feeling really satisfied. I quite like ceremonial writing, as you can tell by my wall here. A few people have said to me, "Oh, you need to write something crooked on there." No thanks. No, I like it just how it is. Thank you very much. Okay, wrap me in your warmth. Here we go.
Wrap me in your warmth, wrap me in your light. I'm tired of being alone. I don't think I realized how much that I love home. I don't want to be alone. I wanna see the sky. Beacon of light, comfort in the night. Let me feel the warmth, let me feel the light, no longer be alone. Oh, let me see the glow and open up my eyes. Don't wanna be alone. For the sky, beacon of light, the comfort in the night.
Thanks, little personal song there. Bit of gratitude. All right, I'm just going to play one more song. And please understand, there's ferries to catch and there's just a million exhibits to see, so it's actually fine for people to come and go. At 4 o'clock, there will be a performance up in the Nolan Gallery, Vibration Navigation. It's pretty cool. So, and I think those guys are nearing the end of their residency. So if you're still here at 4, can recommend going up and seeing that. This last song that I'm going to play, it's my favourite song to play. It's off my album that I wrote and released a couple of years ago, and this is the title track, and it's called Awaken. If you're interested in following my journey here, you can watch the live streams. Super creepy, nighttime, super boring. It's like slow entertainment, if you can call it entertainment. 40-something-year-old in ugly pyjamas going to sleep behind a curtain. But you never know, I might sleepwalk, it could happen. I'm pretty uncomfortable about the whole live stream thing, if I'm honest. But anyway, you know, not many people watch live streams, really. It was good in COVID, but yeah, it's useful for documentation now. But yeah, you can also follow me on the socials, and I'm doing lots of little snippets of what I'm thinking about and how it's all going. So yeah, and I'm really keen, like if you want to send me a message and share your thoughts about sleep or fears or any of these things, I'd be really keen to receive those. You know, it's pretty lonely here at night, so hit me up with some communication, if you will. All right, awaken. Here we go. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. Have a great day at Mona. Thanks.
video